also at the same time.
Like today's days, like students are using the music in order to like learn a language. Like, are you interested in the music?
Yes, I am 34 years and I still listen to music. And the music, I think, is something you cannot, let's say, separate from the humankind. It's got, let's say, long history with humankind, and the method of learning English through songs also has its long history, and still it is going on. It is music, culture. They are, let's say, one of the crucial things when you studying something new. They are always interesting. They are always involving something. So I sometimes, when I get, let's say, when I'm tired, I still listen to Eminem, some rap songs sometimes.
She's my favorite artist, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Actually, his Mockingbird is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I think he is an idol for many people throughout the world. Like, he is the first man in the world who got Oscar in rap. In the
Oh, really?
Yes, the first man who got Oscar, like in his film.
Ah, for the film.
Yes, for the
No.
film, like the music was which was performed by Eminem was firstly seen in the film. Like,
Like a soundtrack.
lose yourself.
Lose yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
like like in 2002 he produced a 8 Mile film named 8 Mile.
Mm.
At the end of the film, he produced a film named Lose Yourself, and this film took a Oscar.
I didn't know this information. It might. I watched this movie also, but I didn't know that it got the IELTS. It was rewarded with Oscar.
Like, his songs are very motivating. Like, I know that there are too many people that are like still continuing to do when they are motivated, like listening to his musics.
Yeah, yeah. He's still, he's still, let's say, great in music. American rap he plays. So he's one of the biggest uh, people in music.
Like, what is special about music, about rap style?
Now, what is special? Uh, what is special about rap style? The I can tell you about the style of Eminem. A lot of rappers in the world, but I still listen Eminem. About his style, he takes, let's say, text from life, from his own life, from somebody else's life, but something that happened in the life. And the way how he sings, I still cannot sing a rap. For more than 10, 15 years, I've been listening to Eminem, but I still cannot sing a rap like him.
Like, the his songs are very like energetic. That gives a lot of energy for people. Like,
Yeah,
rhythms.
motivates you not to give up, not quit. So very, let's say, something impressive. Mockingbirds, I think this Mockingbird, I listened it more than 1,000 times. This song.
Yeah, like, I also heard that the books also can give a energy, like can give a motivation. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of book is that is good for it?
Uh, books, books. I cannot describe with one word. Let's say, or it would be very long. Uh, Something to talk about. Uh, when books, let's say, books inspire you. Let's say you have some traumas for reading books. One of this kind of books was Between Two Doors by Utkur Khoshimov. I read this book also 3 times or more, and every time you got, let's say, big, let's say, sadness. I feel big sadness in myself, but I still want to read this book.
Like there are like to when it comes to IELTS, like IELTS exam, like reading books also can like boost the reading skills.
Yeah, reading, your reading skill, it develops when you start, let's say, reading in the kindergarten. Your reading skill starts, let's say, developing from the kindergarten. It's a reading skill not only in English, your reading skill, it's in your, let's say, own language. For example, a lot of students come across difficulty when it comes to writing, because if you don't know how to write in your own language, how can you write it in English? So developing ideas in your brain and writing it down to the paper, and reading also the same. If you cannot, let's say, read something in your own language, if you cannot understand to it over, so your reading skills cannot be, let's say, developed. So I would say your reading skills, not something that developed while you were getting prepared to the exam, but it was developed for a long time while you started how to read from the kindergarten.
Also, there's a difference. There's a big difference between in the mindset of people who are reading a book and the mindset of people who are not reading a book. Like they think differently. They like talk differently, like more wisely.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody, let's say, the difference, I would say, between the people who read the books and who doesn't read the books. The difference is patience. First of all, let's say one of the required skill to read a book is patience. Somebody who reads, he has got patience. Who doesn't read, let's say, maybe he also has got the patience, but not enough to read a book. So in some terms, he has got lack of patience.
Like there are in the many books, in also when it comes to English books, there are too many phrases which you cannot translate into the language. Like there will be different meaning. Like there are too many phrases in the books. Like what is the phrase that students misuse, like do not understand when they are reading a book?
In English,
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
The phrase the students. The phrase mostly students misunderstand, I would say. What phrase it would be?
I heard that. I heard like recently about one phrase. It's called "little under the weather." Little under the weather. Like I thought that it was about like walking in the rain or snowy like weather, but the actual meaning was when people get sick, like they can talk. Like also, I'm little under the weather.
Phrases and let's say collocations are taken from the culture of any language. So you can see there was, let's say, a topic about it, the special book about it. Let's say the English has got the idiom when pigs fly. When pigs fly. You cannot translate it into Uzbek directly.
Yeah.
So the meaning is changeable. So when you translate it into your own language, the difference is something you cannot understand in your own language. So with the idioms, with the phrases, a lot of, let's say, misunderstanding, but it requires time to develop it. It requires time or the help of the teachers.
Like also in ALSES, they state that if you use more phrases, more items in a speaking test, or especially, your speaking level, like score, will be much more higher.
Using idioms in your speaking hires your result, but speaking naturally, let's say, makes your result perfect. When you speak natural, so the examiner doesn't pay attention to how many idioms, how many phrases you are using in your speaking test, but he pays attention to your natural speaking, to your natural language. So I would say, instead of trying to uh, tell a lot of idioms and phrases in your speaking, you would get a better result if you speak naturally.
Like you've been teaching, like you have an experience of over 15 years in this language. Like, what if you weren't able to learn English, and like, what job you would have?
Mm, uh, and also as well as teaching, when I was a student, also I worked in the sphere of hospitality, in the sphere of hotel management. I studied a lot about hotel management and working with the tourists. Also, I worked in Istanbul in the sphere of tourism. If I, let's say, were not a teacher, I'd be a tourist agent, something like this.
A guide?
A guide. Somebody works with tourists.
Like, uh, what can you say about with one word about 7 years experience in teaching? More than 7 years experience in teaching.
With one word.
Yes, or one sentence.
My 7 years of teaching, with one sentence, I would say, teaching is something, not a job. I cannot describe teaching like a job. I would say teaching is another level, is more higher than a job. This is how I would describe teaching.
I know that my English foundation is literally based on your methods of teaching. What what's your advice for next generation in the future?
For the next generation in the future, who start their, let's say, journey in learning a language or studying any field, any subject, would be consistency and patience. If they start now and giving up something is easy, the most easy, let's say, easiest thing is giving up. For the generation, I would recommend not quitting. It doesn't matter how much it is difficult. Let's say, how much time does it take? The consistency, let's say, at the end shows the result.
Thank you a lot. We have a very good time with you. Hope you enjoyed this time.
Yeah.
And maybe we will see on other podcasts too. Thank you.
Thank you for the